Okay, I believe we are live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we shall get started. Lovely. Everything seems to be in order. A very warm welcome to today's live stream on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. My name is Ozair, and every Tuesday and Fridays we go live at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK, where I cover topics mostly on Google Ads, but also about digital marketing, landing pages, conversion rate optimization, and so on. So as always, we'll get our show started at 3. What has happened is a bit of a change of plan today. I was supposed to get Anita, who's a dear friend, and she's a very good on social media, especially video marketing on social media on the various channels. Unfortunately, she is not feeling well, so I had to make a change of plans, and I will get Anita back over here very soon. And I hope, Anita, you get well very well. Okay, now what we want to do is, instead of talking to Anita today, I will be showing you how to set up a display campaign. But before I get started and start on that, if you are new to this session, there is a comment box around this video. Please put your questions and your comments in there. I will tend to them towards the end of the call. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, so why should you be on the Google Display Network? Google Display Network is one of the best ways to reach your audience, follow your audience all over the internet. Now, if you imagine, Google is only a fraction of the size of the display network. What I mean by that is, you ask yourself this question: how often do you go to Google on a daily basis? Perhaps 1, 2, or 3 times. And how often do you go on the internet? So, for example, if you want to go to a blog or a forum or check your news, sports pages, or anything which is of interest to you, and you go to those websites regularly, you will find those banner ads pop up all over the internet. And that's what we're talking about, the display network. Very few people know how to set this up properly and run a profitable campaigns via display. Now, YouTube is also part of the Google Display Network, and you can run display ads which are non-video ads on YouTube. So you will see, when you're watching the video on YouTube, over the lower third of the ad or of the video, you will see an ad pop up. Along the right hand side of the video, especially on the desktop, you will see some ads pop up. And also, YouTube is a search engine, or the second biggest after Google. Google owns YouTube as well. So when you go to YouTube, and you, at the top of the YouTube on the search bar, you put up a search query, the ads will also show up over there as well. So there's lots of ways you can get your ads in front of your targeted audience. All right, so when you are in your interface in your Google Ads campaign level, click on that plus blue button and click on new campaign. I'm just trying to see if that is visible okay to you on the split screen. It looks fine. All right, lovely. Then we've got all the objectives. There are 8 different types, and Google keeps changing or adding new ones, but at the moment we've got 8. And majority of the time, I would say 100% of the time, is either sales or leads. We hardly use any of these other ones ever. So in my case, I generate leads, but if you were an e-commerce site where you're selling products, then you need to choose sales. We're going to select leads. Then you have the conversion options available, whichever ones you want to set up, whether you've got one conversion goal or multiple ones. So things like phone calls, or somebody submits a lead, or any kind of other engagement on your website, you can bring them up over here. But this needs to be set up prior to setting up this campaign. So you need to go to tools and settings, and then go to conversions and set these up. But I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes that we've got a purchase one, although purchase and forms may not go well together. Sometimes they do. If you want to track the form submitted on your contact page. Continue. Okay, so now we have got the various campaign types. This is the latest one, as it says here, new, the Performance Max. This is something very interesting because you got everything in here. You got search, display, video, Gmail, and Discover. Five of those channels in here. It's strange because traditionally we've kept search, display. In fact, shopping is there as well. Display, shopping, all of them have been kept separate, whereas this one is all in one. And later on in the year, Google is going to stop you having setting up your shopping, smart shopping, and Gmail, which will all be part of the Performance Max campaigns. So for this session, I'm going to click on the display. And then you've got two types. One is the smart display, and one is the standard. I would recommend that we go with the standard one, right? And then you put in your website address over here, because what Google is going to do is scan your website, and then it'll give you the audiences which you've got over here. Put in the name of your campaign name, and then continue. Okay, now because I had previously set up half a campaign, it's going to throw me over here. So let me see where I am right now. This is the display one. Okay, so now we've got the locations. Choose your location. I wouldn't recommend all countries because your budget is going to blow away in like literally milliseconds. Go on the countrywide, or if you want to uh, enter your local location. So let's say you want to target a 20-mile radius around where you are. So I'm in Leighton Buzzard. I'll just do that. And now I can see where my ads are going to show up. So I can do that. I can also set up multiple locations, which not many people know how to do this. So what you do is you go back and you put in another location. So London is a bit far away from us. Now I can see that London is covered as well. So you can have as many locations added as your target location, or exclude as many as you like. In here, you want to select the second option, although it says you're recommended, because what this will do is it will show you, or it will show people your ads outside of that target location. So when you select this first one, I only want to show my ads to people in or regularly in your targeted locations, and not to people who have shown interest. So if I'm living in Birmingham or Manchester or New York and I've shown interest in London, and Google sees that, okay, this person is interested in this service, then potentially my ads can be shown all over the place. I don't want to do that. Select this one over here. It is fine, the first option, which is the recommended one. Languages, select your language, whichever one is applicable to you. For me, it's English. Then you just click on that more settings in here, and then all you do is you set up your ad rotation, optimize best performing. Now we only set up one responsive display ads, so I think they may change this option in the very near future, but for now I will only have one ad schedule, when you want your ads to show up, all days, weekdays, weekends, or any particular day and the time. I want to run it 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So that's fine. Then you have your devices. Now we tend to set up devices, each device on a separate campaign. So I have a separate campaign for mobile, separate for computer, and separate for tablet, because mobile is going to eat up most of the budget. In fact, majority of the budget goes on the mobile, and that's where most of the traffic is from. So hence, if you want to split them out, then you can check or uncheck whichever device you want. We don't tend to go in here. These are mostly for apps, so ignore those. All right, so then we go more again. Campaign URL options, you don't need to worry about. Neither you need to worry too much about the dynamic ads, because this is just a standard ad. Start and end date, if you want to set up a start or an end date, you can. We tend to just keep it the same, the way it is, starting today, and we don't put any end date unless it is for a special promotion for Christmas or Valentine's, and you don't want that campaign to run after that event. Then you can put in an event date so you don't forget. Or if you're away on holiday and you don't want to stress about switching this off, then you put in the end date. Now, conversions over here, you got the option for view through conversions if you are running a video campaign, but right now it's not giving me that option, so ignore that. And the last one is content exclusion. So if you want to exclude your content from places where there are sensitive issues or tragedy and conflict, profanity and bad languages, or sexually suggestive videos, uncheck these ones. Or live stream, I tend to uncheck, opt out as well, and so on. So whichever one you want to opt out, you opt out and go on next. Then the next thing you set up is your budget. This is just a test account. I'm going to put in £1. Bidding, to start with, I would say go to maximize conversions. Once you've got about 30 to 40 conversions in the last 30 days or within a month, then you switch over to target CPA. The main difference between the two, and this is where a lot of people get confused as well, is with max conversions, you don't need to have a minimum budget. So let's say, for example, your cost per lead is $10. So for target CPA, you need at least, in my humble opinion, at least 4 to 5 times more. This number is dotted around all over the internet and on YouTube as to what the number should be. Some people say you need to have double your target CPA. So if your CPA is $10, your minimum budget needs to be 20. But for me, what we do is we just put in 5x usually. So if it's $10 is my CPA, I'm going to put in 50. So quite often, most people or many people or business owners don't have that budget high enough. So that's why if you have your target CPA as $10 and you put in a $10 budget, it's never going to run. And you will find that nothing is happening. You'll get frustrated that you're not getting any impressions, clicks, or leads or sales. So with max conversions, you don't have that option. So even if your target cost per acquisition is 10, you can put in a $10 budget and it will start to run. And then you have got all your weekly estimates over here as to how much you're going to potentially get and how many impressions there are available for you on a weekly basis. Okay. Now this is where you can make or break your campaign, the targeting, right? And obviously you need to have a good ads as well. But this is the heart of everything. You can go very broad and find that you are getting very cheap clicks, but highly uninterested or irrelevant audiences on your website. Or you can pay a bit more and get really engaged and targeted audiences which are likely to convert on your website. Let's have a look. So first of all, let me go back. Audience segment. So once you go in here, you got these two tabs over here. One is the search and one is the browse. And here you have got all these audiences which are already set up by Google. Google knows all these people who are interested in photo, video services, digital marketing. And you can see over here, it says here based on your website, Google is giving us all these audiences based on your website, all of that digital marketing companies marketing. Really good for me for this campaign. Some may not be very relevant, but then I can choose to ignore those. So for example, for me, Amazon is too broad. Event planning is too broad. These are all very new. I've never seen these before. Advertising production companies, business growth information, social media, and so on, right? So what you want to do is you need to segment them out. Don't put all of them. I'm just checking these off at random, right? Don't do it this way because you won't know what's working and what's not working. What you want to do is, for me, is one ad group, one targeting. That's it. So if this ad group is about advertising and marketing services, I will just have that audience in this ad group. I can have as many audiences, as many ad groups as I want in my campaign, or have one campaign, one ad group, one campaign, one ad group, one targeting, one. It really depends on how much effort and work you want to put in. In the interface, it's extremely slow to set up the campaigns the way I'm going to show you today. I will follow this up. I think I'm going to do the same exercise in the Google Ads editor on Friday, where you will see how fast and quick it is to make multiple and bulk changes and upload campaigns at scale. So this is tediously slow way of setting up campaigns. If you are new, it's fine. You walk before you can run. So right now I'm teaching you how to walk. On Friday, I'm going to teach you how to run. And you'll be able to make dozens and dozens of campaigns in no time at all. Whereas if I were to do this all over here, one campaign, one ad group, one targeting, and maybe one ad or whatever, it's going to take me ages in here, and you will never do it. I would never do it anyway. So yeah, if you want to learn how to make these campaigns at super fast in super fast time, then join me back on Friday. All right, so I'm going to select just one, and you'll see that that one has popped up on the right hand side. Okay, then all you would do is you'll go now you've got other options as well over here. Demographics, you want to exclude. If I don't want to include teenagers or retired people, I'll uncheck them. They're not in my demo. Or if you just want to target the top 10 or top 20 household income, audiences. I'm not sure how good or bad this is, but we always keep these checked. And then you have your keywords, topics, and placements. These are all other ways to target. Right now, all we are doing is selecting this audience which Google has given us. If you don't want to do that, you uncheck these, you go to your keywords, and then let this pop up over here in a second. Now, when you're targeting keywords on the Google Display Network, you don't need to worry about the match type. It is always broad. It's taking a bit of time, and it hasn't given me any for some reason. I'm gonna what's happening here? Okay, it has defaulted or something has happened here. Okay, I need to go back again very quickly. Very weird. Da, da, da. Okay. It might start here now. All right. More setting. We've done all of these. Next. We've done that. Demo. We were there. Okay. So we'll go back here again. Advertising and marketing. And that's what I'm going to make the name of my ad group as advertising and marketing services. So I know that one has got this audience. If I were to make another one, another ad group, I would then have the name as SEO and SEM services, not these ones, but another one would be whichever is more relevant to me. Okay, for now, I'm gonna just keep it the way it is. Yeah, we were at keywords. Okay, I'm not gonna try and do it again because it might throw me back again. But if you were to target by keywords, then delete that one and enter your keyword list over here. Put in about 15 to 20 or so. All right. And if you were to select the content, then it will narrow down your audience because we want to target the audience, not the content. So what this means is if somebody is interested, if you're interested in digital marketing, Google Ads, and you've gone to a website or a YouTube video which is all about golfing, nothing to do with digital marketing, potentially my ad can follow you over there and come pop up in front of you. Whereas over here, the content, it says here, only show ads on web pages, apps, and videos related to these keywords. So you are really narrowing down your reach tremendously. So I would go by audience. And also going forward, Google is, in my humble opinion, is going to take away the options of keywords from us because they've already taken BMM. Exact match is not exact match anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. And in fact, phrase match is also showing close variant. So slowly, these keywords are getting broader and broader because the audience targeting is getting better and better. The algorithm knows who we are, what we are looking for, what we do, and it doesn't need keywords, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't be surprised if keywords have gone away within the next 18 months or so. Which I don't know whether it's a good thing or not. But as long as these campaigns are performing, I don't care. You know what Google does, as long as we can get a positive ROI from these campaigns. And the same you will have with topics and placements. Placements again is very limited. So all you're doing is telling Google only show my ads on CNN or Huffington Post or New York Times or whichever of these websites you want to place. You will get very targeted audiences, but the reach will be very narrow. We hardly ever run on placement. All right, so then we're going to go next. Click on the new ad, responsive display ad, or you can upload your display ads. We're not going to go in there because you can upload HTML ads and so on. All right, now we got your. I won't make the whole ad, but I'll show you exactly what you need to do. So you got images, videos, headlines, and descriptions. Put in the final URL, in your web business name. Then you have got images and logos. It says yes, at least one landscape image and one square image is required, as well as a logo. But what you want to do is to put in more. Don't be lazy and put in one. You will not. You've got the option to put in, I think it's about 15. So I'm gonna just check some as see now over here. I can select both of them. Now this won't crop properly because that YouTube logo has cropped off. So I'm just going to select this as my horizontal, as an image and not as a logo, right? There's two different things which you need to do, select. So I'm going to select one ratio over here. Then I'm going to select a square one. So now this is a square shaped image which I had uploaded. This won't fit in properly with this one, and also it won't give you that option because it's a square image. Again, this is an image, not a logo. Select, and where is my logo? All right, so we got two logos. So one is just like that, as square shape, and then I can also put in one as a horizontal one. So we have selected and we have created these sizes to fit over here. Now if I were to select this one, which is the square shaped, it won't fit. So then you uncheck that and just select the one which you want to use. Okay. And I'm just going to randomly select a few more. Now over here, sometimes it does work. If I crop in there just about, you see that black line is coming in, but if I were to just select both of them, then it will be counted as two images. And you just select all of these and then save. All right. Okay, and then you put in the video as well, which is a really good way to put video ads on your. Let me copy this and see if it pops up. On a display ad, it looks very, very nice. All right, I'm gonna put something like that. You can see the preview of all the different images as well as the long headlines. Okay, it has put in already by itself. It probably has taken up from one of my old ads, but I need to put in some more headlines. So you got, again, don't be lazy. Add 5 headlines. It won't take long. It's 30 characters each. Put one long headline for 90 characters long, and then you have 4, I think. Can't keep up with all these different ads which are coming up on Google. So 5 headlines, one long, or maybe you can say 6 description lines of 90 characters each. And then Google is going to test image 1 with headline 1 or description 2 or whatever. And this is how the video ads will show up. So if somebody is on a website, it is going to either play or show that there's a video, and they can click on that video or the video on that ad is going to play on that web page. So if somebody sees this ad on CNN, it will not take them to YouTube. That's the beauty. It will play that video within that ad whilst they're on CNN. So you can see how far and how much you can, go and reach your audiences at all these different places with your image ads as well as video ads. So I love these because I think you can do up to three videos you can select. But it's going to give you an error if you try to upload more. So I think it's three videos and 15 images. Okay, and now they're also saying, look, videos, portrait and landscape, around 30 seconds work best. Now the portrait is obviously for the phone, and that's what they are saying. So do experiment by putting in a square format or landscape format and a portrait format video. It works really well. It literally fills up the whole screen. Then you put in the headlines, long headlines, description. I don't like using this auto-generated video. And let Google enhance your assets and optimize your ad layouts. Okay, that's fine. Use native formats, that's fine. And then more option, this is really important. And I've seen this in many accounts when we are auditing these accounts and campaigns where somebody has forgotten to put in the call to action, and they've just left it to automate it. So we don't know what Google is going to put up as the call to action. You've got lots of these options available. For me, the best one I like is Learn More. Yeah, it's very informal, and it's not like buy now or shop now and so on, or sign up. You can get, if you're offering a free quotation, then get quote is also good. But Learn More is, for me, the best call to action for my business. And once I've put up all of these, you will see that the ad strength is going to go from average to good to excellent. And you will get all these checked as well, because I haven't put in the headlines and the description. It is not showing that little tick mark. And if you're struggling to write headlines or descriptions, you go in here and view ideas, and Google is going to give you lots of these ideas. Okay. Once you've done that, all you do is create ad, and then it's going to go to review. Once you reviewed, the ads are going to go for approval, and that's it. That's how you do it. Then once this is set up, we've only got one campaign, one ad group, and one targeting. Now you've got two options. Either you copy that ad group, paste it into the campaign, and then take out the existing targeting or the audience and put in a new one and rename the ad group name. Or you copy the whole campaign, paste it, change the audience targeting in that audience, and rename the campaign or the ad group name. Because then each campaign will be one campaign, one ad group, one targeting, and one ad. The ones which are, so you can have like 15, 20, 30, as many as you want, as many campaigns you want to run. Let it run with a set budget. And those which are performing, you keep increasing the budget. Those which are not performing, you keep either decreasing the budget or pause them after a little while, once you know that they are too expensive and way above my KPIs. This way, keeping things simple will make your life a lot easier afterwards to manage, because we've got accounts where we've got 100 campaigns going and so on. And keeping it separate, we don't have to go into the ad groups and the targeting. We know at campaign level that this one has got only this audience, and there's nothing else, because all the campaigns are the same except the targeting is different. So it makes things super simple. And on Friday, I shall show you the advanced way. This was the easy way of how to set up a campaign. And on Friday, I'll show you how to set up the advanced way. Okay, so now I'll just have a quick look if there are any questions. And okay, I think this is my friend Tanzil. Thanks, Tanzil, for being here. And hello back. Danish, you're most welcome. And the question is, please make complete playlist on Google Ads Editor. Editor is a very comprehensive tool, and we've got lots of things to cover in there. I will try to cover as much as I can on Friday, but we already have got a lot of not I wouldn't say lots, but at least 6 or 7 videos on our YouTube channel right now on Editor. So I've got another appointment to hop on, so I'm sorry if I haven't answered your questions or comments. So I'll try to cover those on Friday. So thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Till then, stay safe and goodbye.